Good evening, everyone, and I'm sure you all are safe and secure at home. We are back again with yet another exciting session of a panel discussion. And this week, the book that we are covering is the book "The Magic of Thinking Big" by David Squaz. So before we start with today's topic, would like to introduce our panelists for today's. So, guys, if you would like to introduce both of yourself.
Hello everyone, this is Vinay here, and I'm from Bangalore, and basically born and brought up in Odisha, a small town called Belpahar, and I'm having 12 plus years of experience in corporate, working as an HR professional.
Hi everyone, this is Diptendu. I was basically born and brought up in Assam and have been to different places in India, currently based out of New Delhi. And I have worked for more than 13 years in travel industry. Currently, I'm an entrepreneur by profession.
Myself, guys, I'm a Kunal Jaiswal, basically from a small town of a Bihar called Katiyar, and then have been working here in Bangalore from last 11 years. I'm a software engineer by profession. So to start with our topic today, I'm sure in this, from last 4 months, a lot of people are, forced to stay home because of this pandemic which is going on, the COVID-19. And in that, the one of the biggest worried with the working class of people, what I have seen is they all are worried for their health, that you are not going out, you are eating a lot at home and all those things, and they're all worried about their health. But when I'm interacting with with my friend, with my colleague, and if I'm asking, yes, health does matter, but we all are doing lot many things to take care of our health. We do exercise, we eat good food, and all these things. But how about our mind? Have we sit and thought that what we are feeding to our mind, are we taking really good care of our mind also? In fact, in this same book I was reading at one place where it says that your below to the neck body, has a limited possibility that can contribute to your success up to an extent only. But then that's the most our most time goes on taking care of that particular part, the below to neck body. The one which is below to the neck, above to the neck, which is your head, we merely think about that what we are feeding it, sometimes news, sometimes some other gossip and all that. And that's where today what we thought when we were reading this book, and we find so relevant, keeping the today's scenarios in mind, that a lot of negativity goes around, and that's where the mindset matters the most. So what we are going to discuss today is that how what we are feeding to our mind, and how mindset play a crucial role deciding whether we're gonna grow, achieve success, or we stay where we are, or we fail in our life. So that's what the point. That's what our perspective we're gonna put forward, which we have learned through this book, and that's why we have our two panelists, two of my friends, Diptendu and Vinay. So Vinay, to start with you, how about you give little perspective to understand our audience that why this mindset is so important to make a difference between our success or failure in a life.
Very good start, Kunal. How you have briefed about the book and the topic which we are going to discuss today. Really amazing. So usually what happens, people, like as you mentioned, people focus more towards below their neck, and that's what they are been doing it because they are seeing that environment always focusing on their body below their neck, and nobody is actually looking at कि हमको अपने दिमाग में क्या डालना है, कि हम उसको क्या फीड कर रहे हैं, क्या हम उसको स्ट्रांग बना रहे हैं, because we actually work on the muscle power of our body, our hands, legs, or whatever. But are we really exercising anything for our brain? Definitely not. Many are doing. That's why people you can see they are mostly like talking negative or sharing things or the kind of things they're surrounded with. It's mostly a negative kind of, and that is actually not giving them a direction towards in life that where are they going. And whenever you talk to couple of friends or any of the people, they mostly discuss about अरे यार आगे कैसा होगा, इतना नेगेटिव बात करते हैं. आपको लगता है कि यार क्या रियली मुझे बात करना चाहिए इनसे या नहीं करना चाहिए?
Absolutely,
Vinay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kunal. Yeah, actually, I could totally relate to Vinay what he is speaking about. And since we have already read this chapter and we all know what we're talking about, it is so relatable in today's scenario. Aajkal, whatever is happening around, to an extent there are negativity and also positivity. How do we search for all this positivity? Actually, we need to understand the environment that we are in, and that's where we need to decide ki kya positive hai, kya negative hai. As Kunal and Vinay, you rightly mentioned कि अपने नेक के ऊपर फिट करना बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. वी जनरली फिट आवर बॉडी, वी एक्सरसाइज आवर बॉडी, बट डू वी एक्सरसाइज आवर ब्रेन, डू वी फिट आवर ब्रेन, विच इज utmost important, right? क्योंकि ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है बॉडी का, इसी से सब कुछ डिपेंड करता है. अपना सक्सेस लाइफ में, ये जर्नी लाइफ का सारा चीज माइंडसेट होता है. एंड आई थिंक वी गोइंग टू डिस्कस ऑन दी पॉइंट्स की ये कैसे कर सकते हैं हम लोग, मतलब हाउ डू वी स्टेप बाय स्टेप हम इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं, और क्या क्या फैक्टर्स है जो माइंड को इम्पैक्ट करता है, ये पॉजिटिव चीज को इम्पैक्ट करता है, राइट?
यस, वेरी राइट दीप्तेंदु. लेकिन कमिंग टू देयर, एक्चुअली पहले मैं भी ऐसा ही था कि ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा माइंडसेट बहुत पॉजिटिव था. आज मैं इस बारे में बात कर पा रहा हूँ कि पॉजिटिव रहो, ये रहो. ऑब्वियसली मैं भी इस तरह का नहीं था. मेरे पास भी पहले कुछ इस तरह के हैबिट्स थे कि मैं भी नेगेटिव बात करना. तो देयर वाज, व्हेन आई वाज रीडिंग दिस बुक, इसमें बहुत अच्छा 7 से 8 पॉइंट लिखा हुआ है, एंड दैट इज रियली एबल, दैट विल बी अ गुड पॉइंट फॉर यू टू आइडेंटिफाई कि आर यू हैविंग द सेम काइंड ऑफ नेगेटिव माइंडसेट और व्हाट काइंड ऑफ माइंडसेट डू यू कैरी. तो इसमें बहुत ही अच्छा लाइन, मतलब 4-8 पॉइंट है, मैं बताना चाहूंगा. तो क्या आप रूमर स्प्रेड करते हो? डू यू स्प्रेड रूमर्स अबाउट अदर पीपल? Do I always have good things to say about others? Do I like to report scandal or any gossip talk? और फिर क्या हम किसी के रूमर्स को हम एनकरेज करते हैं कि अरे बता क्या हुआ? तो पहले मेरे साथ भी ऐसा था कि मैं बहुत सारे रूमर्स के बारे में बात करना, अरे यार इसका ऐसा हुआ, किसी बॉलीवुड में ऐसा हुआ, या हॉलीवुड में ऐसा हुआ, या फैमिली में ऐसा हुआ, या किसी फैमिली में ऐसा हुआ. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि हम हमेशा उसी तरह की बातें करते हैं. लेकिन जब मैंने इस बुक को पढ़ा, हमने इस पॉइंट को याद किया, अरे यार मैं भी ऐसे ही करता हूँ. ये होता है कि आप अपने माइंड को किस तरह का एक्सरसाइज करोगे, आपका माइंड उसी डायरेक्शन में टायर्डनेस भी होगा आपको.
बिल्कुल विनय, इससे एक एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ. एक्चुअली मजा तो बहुत आता है जब भी हम लोग गॉसिप करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप क्रिकेट देखते हो, क्रिकेट मैच के बाद अगले दिन ऑफिस पे क्या होता है, पूरा दिन उसी पे चर्चा, राइट? मजा बहुत आता है उसी पे. लेकिन अगर हम ये देखना चाहते हैं कि इस पे ज्यादा मजा है, मतलब हाँ वो एक टेम्पररी मजा है, लेकिन लॉन्ग टर्म क्या हो रहा है, व्हाट आर वी फीडिंग आवर ब्रेन फॉर द लॉन्ग रन, राइट? तो उससे अगर हम लोग डीपली एनालाइज करते हैं इस बुक का जो भी लर्निंग्स है, ये अगर हम लोग देखते हैं तो ये बहुत ही डिफरेंट है. और मोस्टली हम लोग इसके बारे में चर्चा करें, सचिन के बारे में, हु इज गॉड ऑफ क्रिकेट, राइट? आई वांट टू बी अ क्रिकेटर, राइट? और अगर मैं किसी से बात करूं जो क्रिकेट में उस लेवल तक पहुंचा नहीं है, and I tell them कि I want to be successful cricketer, I want to see myself as cricketer, normally कैसा रिएक्शन आता है उनसे? यार बहुत लोग है, क्या कैसा होगा, कैसा नहीं होगा. अगर सोचो कि अगर आप ये सेम चीज अगर आप सचिन से पूछते हैं, उनका कैसा रिएक्शन होगा, वो क्या बोलेंगे? सिंस अ पर्सन हु इज रिच टू अ लेवल जहाँ पे वो ऑलरेडी सक्सेसफुल होते हैं, he can talk more about the success principle as compared to people who have not achieved the success. They might be talking negative, and now we have to be very careful. Do we take those words? Whom do we take advice from? People who actually know what is success principle, or people who do not know? एक बहुत ही अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग लाइन इस बुक में है जो मैंने नोट कर लिया. I'll just read it out to you. Make it a rule. Seek advice from people who knows. क्या बोलते हैं विनय?
बहुत सही पॉइंट बोला आपने दीप्तेंदु. सो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि हम लोग ऐसे लोगों से ज्ञान लेने जाते हैं, एडवाइस लेने जाते हैं, जिन्होंने लाइफ में खाली कुछ सक्सेसफुल है ही नहीं, वो ना सक्सेसफुल है, ना कुछ अच्छी लाइफ जी रहे हैं. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि मेंटरशिप या हुआ, मेंटरशिप बोलो या कोचिंग बोल लो, हम ऐसे लोगों से एडवाइस लेते हैं जिन्हें कुछ आइडिया नहीं, ना उनका रिलेशनशिप सक्सेसफुल है, ना फैमिली लाइफ सक्सेसफुल है, ना वो अच्छे बिजनेसमैन है, कॉर्पोरेट में ग्रो कर रहे हैं. क्योंकि जब हम किसी सक्सेसफुल आदमी से मिलते हैं या उससे बात करते हैं, आपने देखा होगा, अपने ऑफिस में देखा होगा, ऑफिस में क्या होता है कि कुछ एक आप सेम ग्रेड के होते हो ना, सेम ग्रुप के होते हो, उन्हीं के साथ आप लंच वगैरह डिनर करते हो। क्या आपने देखा है कि जो सीनियर मैनेजर होते हैं या लीडर होते हैं, वो लोग अलग से लंच करके डिनर करते हैं, वो आपकी टेबल पे कभी नहीं
जनरली
बैठेंगे।
ऐसा ही होता है, जनरली ऐसा ही होता है, राइट।
वो नहीं,
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है आप दोनों से, ठीक है। नॉर्मली हम लोग ये बात कर रहे हैं, दिस थ्योरी और प्रैक्टिकल, दैट इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड, वी ऑल वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड। जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल सचिन या फॉर एग्जांपल स्टीव जॉब्स, ये लोग बहुत सक्सेसफुल है, राइट। रितेश अग्रवाल जो अभी इंडिया का यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर है, जो सक्सेसफुल है, are they accessible to us? If they're not accessible to us, how can we reach them? आपका क्या राय इस पे?
I'll add here. In fact, I mean, I'm sorry guys, because having a little internet issue at my end, so I was on and off in between. But yes, I mean, couple of very important points you guys have mentioned about that, how this environment is making an impact. And before coming to your point, the questions to your Diptendu, one important thing which I have understood, over a period, that many a time we are ignorance. And this ignorance is because of unawareness. And that's where I feel these sort of books helps us, because they make us unaware. And coming to your question now, that if they are not accessible, I'll take a very simple example, which was there in the book itself, where it says that, and when I was talking about that, in office, we surrounded with our colleague and all, and we are not having accessibility to our VP and director. And think about, let's say, some of our friends who are not so successful in their life in any of the regard. I mean, no disrespect to anyone, but having said that, let's say if they have a limited dream, limited thought in their life, if I go out to them, reach out to them and say ki, agle 5 saal mein the vision I carry is I should become a VP or director of this company, chances are high I'll get a response saying, ki are ha ye achhi baat hai, sochne ke liye acha hai ye, and maybe back of my back they will say ki are ye to hawa mein baatein ho rahi hai and all that thing, but and they will laugh at me. But same thing, if I'll go out to somebody who's successful, maybe in my director or VP of my company also itself, or let's say some senior profile people, CFO and all, and if I say that I have an aspiration to become a director of a company, one thing will for sure, whether they agree, disagree, or they judge or whatever, but at least they will not laugh at me. And what I understood from this example, that if you are associated with the right set of people, that's where you can see that kind of a transformation in your mindset. Of course, everybody is not accessible. As you rightly mentioned, that my director may not come to my lunch table and sit with me. But if I need to grow in my life, I have to take that ownership. I have to take that responsibility, that who are those people who are accessible to me and how I can be associated with them. And that's where the association play a very critical role to do a shift in your mindset. For me also, like when I, before getting associated with the Speak Impact mentorship, the mindset I used to carry, a typical, middle class family, grown up and got a job, got a successful profile, my wife is working, and the mindset was, okay, life is done. So that is how we block our own growth, by looking at a society where, if husband and wife both are in a job, high paying salary and different domain, then you are set for life. You don't think beyond that. You feel that is the pinnacle of your success, and you limit your own success. So that's where, when you have an association of somebody who's thinking beyond that, you also start thinking, and that's where your growth also start happening. What do you guys think? I mean, how does association play this sort of a key role?
Kunal, I would like to add some points to your that example of the corporate. तो होता क्या है ना, कि अगर हम दोस्तों का, जैसे आपने बताया है कि दोस्तों को हम बोलेंगे कि मैं नेक्स्ट 5 साल में VP बन जाऊंगा, आई एम प्लानिंग फॉर दैट, सो डेफिनेटली दे लाफ. बट व्हेन यू गो टू अ डायरेक्टर और CEO और CFO, डेफिनेटली दे विल आस्क यू व्हाट इज द प्लान, बिकॉज दे विल आस्क यू आपका प्लान क्या है, हाउ विल यू अचीव. व्हाई दे विल आस्क यू? बिकॉज दे हैव टेकन दैट पाथ, and that's how they have become successful. And if a successful people will always be ready to help you and guide you and handhold you. If they see you have made a proper plan, how you will be achieving that, they will help you कि आप कहाँ गलत कर रहे हो, कहाँ सही कर रहे हो, you should take this step or not. ये एक डिफरेंस होता है कि एक सक्सेसफुल पीपल कैसे सोचता है और अनसक्सेसफुल पीपल कैसे सोचते हैं. और सेम होता है, जैसे हम, अगर मेरे को घर बनाना है और मेरे को एक बंगलो बनाना है, अब मैंने देखा 10 करोड़ का बंगला है यार, तो मैं किसी को बोलूंगा, अपने दोस्तों को अगर बोलूंगा, या कोई अपने सराउंडिंग में जिससे हम अपने एनवायरमेंट सराउंडेड है, एंड don't share your goals with people who are negative, who are like are jealous about you, who are backbiting about yourself. Don't share your goals with them. बिकॉज व्हाट विल हैपन, दे विल पुल यू डाउन। तो उसमें जब मैंने बुक पढ़ा था, इसके बारे में लिखा हुआ था कि अगर आपने 10 करोड़ के घर, किसी का बंगला है, आपने बोल रहे हो कि मुझे बनाना है, अपने फ्रेंड से बोलोगे तो मजाक उड़ाएंगे, लेकिन आप उस बंगले के ओनर से जाके पूछ के देखो, वो डेफिनेटली बोलेगा अरे कैसे बनाएगा मुझे बता, क्योंकि वो हेल्प करेगा आपको, क्योंकि ही नोज, उसने उसको अपने
दोनों पॉइंट
से बिल्ड किया है। यस कुणाल,
that's what the possibility thought process is all about. जो example आप भी दे रहे हो विनय, it's all about कि both at both the ends, somebody who's a VP and director of a company and somebody who owns that bungalow, both have achieved it. So for them, it is not something which one cannot do. So they have a clear mindset कि अगर right direction में right effort डाला जाए, consistent amount of time, it is possible. Where somebody who don't have a mindset of that success, who have never achieved or never dreamt about that success, उनके लिए impossible है. And that's the simple reason why they laugh about it. So that's where the point is कि आपका environment आपके growth पे कितना बड़ा impact डालता है, आपके mindset पे कितना बड़ा उसका impact रहता है. So that is where having a good association is so vital. What do you think, Diptendu?
बिल्कुल, I totally agree with both of you. And association plays a vital role. The environment needs to work for us. How? Because if we choose the right environment around us, it is automatically going to influence us. I'll just take an example. जब भी किसी के बच्चे होते हैं, right, and you go to a place, you go to a park, right, what kind of kids do you want your kids to mingle with and why, right? क्यों करते हैं, क्यों हम अपने बच्चे को ऐसे स्कूल में भेजना चाहते हैं जहाँ पे एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा हो? वी लुक इनटू द एनवायरनमेंट, राइट? ऑफ कोर्स एक स्कूल पे ऐसा हो सकता है कि उसका स्टडीज बहुत अच्छा है, उनका प्रोफेसर्स बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन वो एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा नहीं है। और एक स्कूल पे ऐसा होता है कि उसका एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा है, हो सकता है उसका प्रोफेसर और उसका जो भी स्टडीज है थोड़ा सा नीचे है। What do we choose? I know it will differ from person to person, but as a thinking parents, what do we choose? And why do we not think the same for adults? ये सिर्फ चिल्ड्रन के लिए सही नहीं है, it is also true for adults, क्योंकि ये सेम चीज अपने साथ भी होता है। Now if you see grown up adults, right, and I'll just give a simple example. एक दिन मैं अपना मेट से बात कर रहा था, मेट को मैं बोला यार आप रोज बर्तन ये करते हो, इंस्टेड ऑफ वॉशिंग द डिशेस व्हाई डोंट यू गो एंड सेल डिशेस? She started laughing out. I think that she thought this is not possible, and that's why क्यों मजाक उड़ा रहे हो, right? Because this might be a mindset. It's just a simple mindset. If you ask me you should be owning a villa somewhere in the beach side, I might be giving a thought. But a person who's always mingling around those people who are owning villas in the beach side, I don't think they'll be thinking so much. It might be a normal thing for them. They might be aiming for something higher. It's very important कि किससे हम mingle करते हैं. And another method of getting in touch with influential people are about reading about them, reading their autobiographies, reading their biographies. They address to the masses in some form of speech, some form of function, listening to them. That's how we can get access to these people. You must have seen, आज ही मैं LinkedIn पे देख रहा था कि founder of Nearby, he shared a post जहाँ पे एक बंदी ने उसको मैसेज किया कि I want to be a HR in your organization, do you have a vacancy? But he very nicely explained, if you take this approach, there are thousands of people who are taking the same approach. He wrote a long message to that lady explaining her how different you can be. You can say ki, I have been using your product and I think this can add value to your company, and I would also like to be associated with you in this plan. What do you feel? This is a totally different approach than the direct approach. This person who's a founder of Nearby, we think that people are not accessible, but there are people who are accessible because they are successful. They want to impact the people in the positive way. They want to impact the society in the positive way, and they're the people who can guide you to be successful. Always choose a mentor who's already successful in that field.
In fact, that's where I believe the whole idea of PIM came in the picture. Why Mr. Vijay has started all this association to basically give an environment to people. And since we have spoken about the child and adult, a very interesting thought came to my mind, because many a time what happens if you tell a child that would you like to jump from here? they will straight away jump. They don't think, okay, this will happen, that will happen, and all those things. However, being an adult, what we learn more is that what we cannot or what we should not, and that's where we limit ourselves. In fact, बहुत simple सी चीज थी कि many a time we believe that this is not my capability, this is, and we accept that as a fact. And that is the reason we become limit to our own success. For example, if I tell somebody that you can be, like to me, somebody would have said 3 years back that you can become a good public speaker. Today also I have a lot to improve, but then if somebody would have said that you will do this sort of a session, I was like, not at all. I'm not that kind of a person. And that was my reality 3 years back. However, if you look now, I don't mind, coming online and sharing my views to the people and to the audience. So that is what a change, association does an impact in your change, your personality, your thought, your mindset, and eventually that leads to your result. Like I was reading somewhere a very interesting quote, which says that you cannot decide your future, but you can decide your everyday action, and that will lead you to the good future. So what we should focus on, rather than the destination, that what I'm doing today, what I'm the action putting today for that destination. Because the moment you are clear about the daily action, the destination, no matter how difficult or how far it sounds, it is achievable. So that's where the environment plays so critical role. What do you think, Vinay?
Very valid point, Kunal. So even same thing, even I think, even I have read that quote कि अगर आपका डेस्टिनेशन अगर आपके सामने है, आपको पता है आपको जाना कहाँ है, तो एक्शन अपने आप आ जाते हैं. तो पहले आप डेस्टिनेशन अपना डिसाइड करो, फर्स्ट टू डिसाइड योर डेस्टिनेशन. तो वो काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. और जैसे इसमें बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स हैं इस बुक्स में, जैसे हाउ टू मेक योर एनवायरनमेंट, मेकिंग योर एनवायरनमेंट लुक सक्सेसफुल. तो इसमें कुछ 3-4 पॉइंट्स हैं, जैसे हम डिस्कस कर भी रहे थे कि हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि अपने से जो छोटी सोच के लोग हैं या स्मॉल थिंकिंग है, तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम उनके साथ ज्यादा मिंगल करते हैं. और क्योंकि आप आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करोगे, वो हमेशा रोते रहेंगे, कभी एनवायरनमेंट को लेके, कभी न्यूज को लेके, कभी कुछ कोरोना को लेके, या घर पे कुछ हो रहा है वाइफ को लेके या बच्चे को लेके, कुछ ना कुछ उनके मन में हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ रहता ही है. तो आपका एनवायरनमेंट एक्चुअली बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इस तरह से, क्योंकि आपके जो एनवायरनमेंट है वो आपके लाइफ को कहीं ना कहीं इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है, और आपके साथ जो जुड़े हुए हैं, अगर आपकी वाइफ है, आपके पेरेंट्स हैं, आपके बच्चे हैं, वो भी आपको देखते हैं. बिकॉज फॉर अ चाइल्ड और फॉर अ वाइफ, उनके लिए, बच्चों के लिए तो उनके पापा रोल मॉडल होते हैं, और जो वाइफ होती है वो अपने हस्बैंड को एज अ, मतलब वो समझती है, वो जानती है, शी लुक्स एज अ लीडर अपने हस्बैंड को भी, क्योंकि वो एक लीडर है, वो घर को चला रहा है, सब कुछ कर रहा है. अगर उसकी सोच ऐसी नैरो माइंडेड रहेगी, नेगेटिव सोच रहेगी, तो घर का एनवायरनमेंट भी ऐसा ही रहता है. तो अपने एनवायरनमेंट को एक्चुअली हाउ डू वी कंट्रोल, इट्स ऑल योर माइंडसेट एंड हाउ यू कंट्रोल योर ब्रेन.
बिल्कुल विनय, I also like to add.
Yes, Nitin.
Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to add, you are judged by the company that you keep. Very simple example. अगर हम 2 कंपनीज को ही देख लेते हैं, एक कंपनी ले लीजिए गूगल, और एक जो स्टार्टअप है जो उतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं रहा. गूगल में बहुत सारे लोग हैं, वहाँ पे बहुत इंटेलिजेंट लोग हैं, बहुत अच्छे सक्सेसफुल लोग हैं, लेकिन हो सकता है कि कुछ हो सकता है उतना सक्सेसफुल, मतलब उतना इंटेलिजेंट लोग नहीं हो, ठीक है. और एक स्टार्टअप कंपनी है जहाँ पे हो सकता है कि बहुत अच्छा बंदा है, ठीक है, who is very intelligent, but yeah, because of the group that startup failed, ठीक है. Now when we judge people, how do we judge? अरे ये तो गूगल से, ये फेसबुक से, ये वो कंपनी से, राइट? दैट इज हाउ वी आर जजिंग पीपल, ठीक है. सिमिलरली फिर मैं बच्चे के एग्जांपल में ही आता हूँ. जब भी हम लोग कहीं पे जाते हैं, ठीक है, बच्चे लोग अपने ग्रुप्स बना लेते हैं, ठीक है. एक हो सकता है कि बहुत ही शैतान वाला ग्रुप रहे, ठीक है, उसमें से 1 या 2 बच्चे रहता है कि बहुत ठंडा सीधा सादा बच्चा रहता है, लेकिन हम क्या बोलते हैं, यार वो बच्चे को देखो इतना शैतानी कर रहा है, उस ग्रुप में तो वो बच्चा भी आ गया ना जो सीधा सादा था. तो इट इज अगेन, इट्स सो प्रैक्टिकल इन एवरी लाइफ. यू आर जज्ड बाय द कंपनी दैट यू कीप, एंड इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम अपने एनवायरनमेंट को कैसा बनाएं. एंड दैट्स वेयर जो ये टॉपिक है, व्हाट डू वी फीड टू आवर ब्रेन, राइट? environment plays a vital role to what we feed to our brain, what we read, what we study plays a very vital role कि हम अपने brain को क्या fit कर रहे हैं, what are we studying, what are we looking, what are we watching, all this plays a very vital role. These are the food to the brain, right? जैसा कि अपने बॉडी के लिए भी कुछ फैटी फूड होता है जो बॉडी के लिए अच्छा नहीं होता है, कुछ अच्छा फूड होता है, न्यूट्रिशियस फूड होता है, वैसे ही हमें अपना ब्रेन के फूड को भी वैसे जज करना चाहिए कि कौन सा फूड अच्छा है, कौन सा उतना अच्छा नहीं है. जी कुणाल.
In fact, I mean, both of you have very nicely, kind of given pointers around that how this mindset play a crucial role and how we can develop and manage this mindset by giving a right amount of nutrition to our own mind. And just since we are talking about environment a lot, that how environment play a key role, just one thing to add, because many times, as I said, when we are grown up, we are more, kind of intent towards what we cannot and what we should not. And for that, I'll just give a simple example. जो आपने बच्चों का एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल दिया दीप्तेंदु कि कैसे एक ग्रुप जो होता है बच्चों का, उससे आप डिसाइड करते हो कि सारे बच्चे उस ग्रुप में कैसे हैं. If I'll talk about in adulthood also, let's say if I have born and brought up in India, my belief, my culture, my attitude will be something else. But how about think for a moment that what if you have born and brought up in some other country? Let's forget about born and brought up. Let's say you are born here in India, but then you are brought up to some other country. What will happen to your belief, your culture and attitude? Complete change. Similarly, what you have stayed for quite long time in India, but let's say now you got like a lot of people in IT talk about on-site, so I'll take that example as well.
When you went on-site,
बहुत
वैलिड पॉइंट था आपका. लोग यूजुअली बचपन में होता है ना, हम बोलते हैं अरे यार मैं तो इंडिया में पैदा हो गया, अमेरिका में पैदा हुआ तो मेरी लाइफ कुछ और ही होती. फिर वो होता है कि अरे यार मैं ऐसे घर में पैदा हो गया, अगर मैं अंबानी घर में पैदा हुआ तो मेरी लाइफ कुछ और होती. तो वो अपने तो वही अपने एनवायरनमेंट को लेकर वो कितना फोकस रहते हैं कि मैं उसके घर में पैदा हुआ था, यस कंट्री में पैदा हुआ होता, लेकिन आपके पास जो है अभी उसको आप ग्रेटिट्यूड फील करो ना कि मैं अभी जहां मैं हूँ मैं उससे कैसे आगे बढ़ सकता हूँ. बिकॉज हर चीज मामला सोच का, इट्स ऑल अबाउट योर थॉट प्रोसेस, व्हाट यू कैरी.
Absolutely right, guys. So this is what we wanted to present. Any closing remarks from both of you about that the mindset, of course, one thing, and then the environment which helps you to develop your mindset and the key role which it plays before we conclude our today's session.
So sure. I would like to tell to audience that see, we were also not like that. We got associated with PIM and we started reading certain books which actually helped us to develop this kind of mindset. And when I read one of the quote from John C. Maxwell where he mentioned about 62% of people don't actually read books or touch books after passing out from the graduation. And that was like an eye-opener for me. And in that also, few people who are reading the book, they are not reading the book for self-help or self-development. So it's kind of an eye-opener. So start reading and you can connect with us to know more about which book to read.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So what I can say is we can also start meeting new set of people. Generally, we get into a comfort zone with a certain set of people, but try meeting new set of people. You learn a lot of things. Try meeting people who have different ideas than what you have. I might be having a certain set of idea, but I want people to have ideas who can complement me. Probably I learn something new from him or her, right? So yeah, meet new set of people. And here in Speak Impact Mentorship also, we kind of meet with different people of different age, different industry, different culture, different places. So yeah, we kind of learn a lot. We met and we learned a lot from each other.
Absolutely wonderful, guys. Thank you so much. In fact, very valid points. You guys have nicely summarized that how a mindset what is the importance of mindset, first of all, how it play a crucial role in our success or failure, and how we can control our environment, which eventually control our mindset and contribute to our success. And for that, as you both rightly mentioned, PIM and book club is there where you can get associated with and get an environment which can help you to grow your mindset. At the end, what I would like to just quote one line, because many a time when I used to watch this sort of a podcast or streaming and all, I always used to have a these guys have a different quality I may not have. So I will give you one last quote, maybe if you can believe on that. So the quote says that what is my today could be your tomorrow. What is my today could be your tomorrow only if you can believe that what is your today was my yesterday. So with this, guys, thank you so much. We'll come back again with some more interesting thought, because we believe in passing on the information, passing on the knowledge to the people, and giving a right environment to all of you. So thank you so much watching us, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much and take care. Bye-bye.